Hello, hello. Well, let's do let's do a little catch up here. There are so many things going on in the state, stuff that I think you need to know about, stuff that's important, and so let's just jump right into it. There are a couple of stories. Two stories actually came out in the local newspaper here on the same day, both of which I'm going to address. I'll take a peek right away. The first one is right here. Holmberg-Stenjum emails are private due to law change. I want to touch on that here today, right now. But I do also want to let you know this was also in the paper, same page. Legislative intent was to direct movie grant money. That we're going to hit next in my next video. And there's a lot there, and it's going to piss you off. But let's get back to the Holmberg-Stenjum emails. So what we have here is a situation in which a longtime lawmaker, a state senator in North Dakota, is alleged to have committed crimes, sexual crimes against a minor. So he's alleged to be a pedophile. Interestingly, though, the place of the accused crimes was in Czechoslovakia, I think, or maybe it's Czech Republic at that time, and trips that the lawmaker took were paid by your tax dollars, your hard work, the hours you spent at work, and then send your tax money in. That money then is taken by the state and sends this guy, this legislator, overseas to have sex with children. Are you happy about that? I'm not. But I mean, this is something. So let's, I want to talk about this here a little bit. Now, if we look at what it says right here, a law passed in 2019 made communications between lawmakers and any person, private, meaning exchanges between legislators and state leaders about public business are not being treated as public records. Like what? As a result, any emails former North Dakota Senator Ray Holmberg, who faces federal charges, may have exchanged with his close friend and former Attorney General Wayne Stenjum are not public record. Wayne Stenjum was in charge of investigating his close friend Ray Holmberg, who is accused of committing sexual crimes against minors overseas, again, paid for by your tax dollars. So this now you have to juxtapose over the fact that all of the emails from Stenjum's account were wiped out when he died by his faithful assistant, right? Within hours of his death, they were wiped out. And that really leads one to say, Now, there were other reasons that people were thinking could have been nefarious reasons for wiping out the emails. There was a lot of concern going on about inappropriate spending for an office that was being built out for the Attorney General's office. And also, I won't even go in there. That's a whole separate story. But this now lends another reason. Were there extensive emails between the Attorney General and his good buddy, one of which was supposed to be investigating the other for sexual crimes against children? I mean, this should make you angry. Those emails are gone. Nobody has been charged with a crime, even though it is against the law to do such a thing. No accountability, folks. There never seems to be accountability. So we go back to now the situation where, okay, Stenjum's emails are gone, but what about Holmberg's? Let's go after Holmberg's emails. So the local newspaper tried to get the emails from Holmberg's side of things, and lo and behold, we have this situation where they are not considered public records between a legislator and a public official about public business, which is the taxpayer-funded trip overseas during which he was alleged to have sex with minors many times over the course of several years because, hey, you and I paid for many trips. But this law, this goes back to 2019. I was in the legislature, and it's crazy to me because what we did is changed, and this was really simple. Let me see here. There were a couple of things that were changed there, but we struck out the word private. It had said that private emails or emails between a legislator and other people that were private in nature were not public record. This struck out the word private. And that alone should have raised red flags. Now, this passed with flying colors. And why? Well, the answer is that the intention was good. Judy Lee was the primary sponsor for this, and she said the intentions were good. We wanted to make sure that private communications were private. Well, then why would you take the word private out? There were 5 people in the House out of 94 people, 5 people that voted against this bill. I was one. You had 2 other Republicans and 2 Democrats, and all of whom were very concerned about transparency for government and the importance of that for the people of the state. Furthermore, those same 5 people knew that no matter what good intentions are, you always have to look for ways in which it can be abused or which in case it would be a disservice to the people of North Dakota. So now we have a situation where we still don't know anything. I would hope, for goodness sake, that the legislature is going to correct this obvious error done in 2019. We need to have transparency for this reason and many other reasons. And I hope, by the way, I'm going to say that Drew Wrigley, the new Attorney General, I'm hoping that he is going after this case with enthusiasm, because if in fact it is true that we taxpayers paid for trips in which a long-term lawmaker was engaging in sex with minors, that's a problem. I mean, it's obviously a problem without taxpayer funded, but it's doubly a problem otherwise. And I encourage the Attorney General to continue going after it. And there are a lot of powerful people that I believe are involved with this situation. People that have held positions in elected office. And I think the tentacles of this really dastardly situation, sex with minors, I think those tentacles go far in the state, far enough. And I believe that there will be or has been pressure on the current Attorney General, Drew Wrigley. But I hope that he musters through it and gets every person involved, directly or indirectly, and does not shrink away from the fact that this is going to have some blowback, because these people need to be held accountable. Anyway, you folks need to know what's happening with your tax dollars. You need to know that the legislature must be held accountable for the bills it passes and converts into laws, and that our elected officials need to remember what is expected of them from you, which is that they will be ever vigilant to ensure your rights, to ensure government transparency. And the legislature failed you in 2019. We're seeing the ramifications of that now, but we need to do better going forward. We need to demand better of our elected officials going forward. Anyway, so next up, we are going to have a video coming on. As I mentioned, it's going to be about all of your taxpayer dollars going to numerous different private entities, which have proven to be at issue for several reasons. We'll get into that at the next video. You won't want to miss that one, but I will catch you later.